Shalom, and welcome back to day 62 of reading the Bible in 52 weeks. Woo! Dear Lord, thank you so much for today. Please guide me to your truth. Amen. Let's go. And today we'll be reading Joshua's 13 through 15. Joshua was now old, advanced in age, and the Lord said to him, "You have become old, advanced in age, but a great deal of the land remains to be possessed. This is the land that remains. All the districts of the Philistines and the Geshurites, from the Shibor east of Egypt and the border of Ekron on the north, consider the Canaanite territory. The 5 Philistine rulers of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, as well as the Abites in the south, all the land of the Canaanites from Arah and the Sidonians to Aphek, as far as the border of the Amorites, the land of the Gebalites, and all Lebanon east from Bagad below Mount Hernon to the entrance of Hamath, all the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon to Mizrapath Mem, all the Synonyms will drive them out before the Israelites. Only distribute the land of the inheritance for Israel, as I have commanded you. Therefore divide this land as an inheritance to the 9 tribes and half the tribe of Manasseh." With the other half of the tribe of Manasseh, the Reubenites and Gadites have received the inheritance Moses gave them beyond the Jordan of the east, just as Moses, the Lord's servant, had given them. From Oror of the rim of the Arnon valley, along with the city in the middle of the valley, all the Metapatu as far as Dibon, and the cities of King Sihon of the Amorites, who reign in Heshbon to the border of the Ammonites, also Gladad, the territory of Geshurites and Masherites, all of Mount Hernon, and the Bashan to Selakah, the whole kingdom of Og of Bashan, who reigned in Asheroth and Irad. He was one of the remaining Rephaims. Moses struck them down and drove them out, but the Israelites did not drive out the Geshurites of Masherites, so Geshur of Methkath still live in Israel today. He did not, however, give any inheritance to the tribe of Levi. This was their inheritance, just as he promised, the food offerings made to the Lord, the God of Israel. To the tribe of Reuben's descendants by their clans, Moses gave this as their territory, from Orher on the rim of Arnon Valley, along with the city in the middle of the valley, the whole plateau as far as Medida, with Heshbon and all its city on the plateau, Dibon, Bamathba, Bethba, Meon, Jazah, Kadamath, Mephaath, Kiriathim, Sibranan, Zeberath Shana on the hill of the valley, Beth Peor on the slopes of Pigzab, and the Bethshemesh, all the cities of the plateau, and all the kingdom of King Sihon, and the Amorites who rulers of Heshbon. Moses had killed him, and the chiefs of Midian, Evi, Rekem, Zur, Hur, and Reba, the princes of Sihon who lived in the land, along with those of the Israelites put to death. They also killed the diviner, Balaam's son of Beer, with the sword, the border of the Reubenites with the Jordan in its plain. This was the inheritance of the Reubenites by their clans, with the cities and their settlements. To the tribe of the Gadites by their clans Moses gave this as their territory: Jazer and all cities of Gilead, and half the land of Ammonites, of Or, Nerbath, from Heshbon to Rabbath, Mizath, and Badiam, from the Madiam to the border of Deber in the valley, Beth Haniam, Beth Nimram, Succoth, and Zaphon. The rest of the kingdom of King Sihon of Heshbon. Their land also included the Jordan in its territory as far as the edge of the sea of Shinnereth on the east side of the Jordan. This was the inheritance of the Gadites by their clans, with the cities and their settlements. And to half the tribe of Manasseh, that is, to half the tribe of Manasseh's descendants by their clans, Moses gave this as the territory from Madiam through the Bashan, all the kingdom of King Og and Bashan, including all the Jair's villages that are in Bashan, 60 cities, but half of Gilead, and Og's royal cities in Bashan, Asheroth and Edrei, and for the descendants of Mashir, son of Manasseh, that is half the descendants of Manasseh by their clans. There were the portions Moses gave them on the plains of Moab beyond the Jordan east of Jericho, but Moses did not give the portion to the tribe of Levi. The Lord of God of Israel was their inheritance, just as he had promised them. The Israelites received these portions that the priest Eleazar, Joshua, son of Nun, and the family heads of the Israelite tribes gave them the land of Canaan. Their inheritance was the lot by the Lord commanded through Moses for the 9.5 tribes, because Moses had given the inheritance to 2.5 tribes beyond the Jordan, but he gave no inheritance among them, the Levites. The descendants of Joseph became 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. No portion of the land was given to the Levites except cities to live in, along with pasture lands for their cattle and livestock. So the Israelites did as the Lord commanded Moses, and they divided the land. The descendants of Judah approached Joshua of Gilgal, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, said to him, "You know what the Lord promised Moses, the man of God, at Kadesh Barnea about you and me. I was 40 years old when Moses, the Lord's servant, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to scout the land, and I brought back an honest report. My brothers who went with me caused my people to lose heart, but I followed the Lord my God completely. On that day Moses swore to me, the land where you have set foot will be an inheritance for you and your descendants forever, because you have followed the Lord my God completely. As you see, the Lord has kept me alive these 45 years as he promised, since the Lord spoke this word to Moses while in Israel was journeying in the wilderness. Here I am today, 85 years old. I'm still as strong today as I was the day Moses sent me out. My strength for battle and for daily task is now as it was then. Now give me this hill country the Lord promised me on the day, because you heard that the Anakim are there, as well as large fortified cities." Perhaps the Lord will be with me, and I will drive them out, the Lord promised. Then Joshua blessed Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and gave him Hebron as an inheritance. Therefore Hebron still belongs to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and the Kenizzite as the inheritance today, because he followed the Lord, the God of Israel, completely. Hebron's name used to Kiriath Arba. Arba was the greatest man among the Anakim. After this, the land had rest from war. Now the allotment of the tribe of the descendants Judah by their clans was in the southernmost region, south of the wilderness of Zin and over to the border of Edom. Their southern border began at the tip of the Dead Sea on the south bay and went south of the Scorpion Accent. Proceed to Zin, ascended to the south of Kadesh Barnea, passed from Hezron, according to Adar, and turned to Karka. It proceeded to Osman as the brook of Egypt, and to the border ended at the Mediterranean Sea. This is your southern border. Now the eastern border was along the Dead Sea to the mouth of the Jordan. The border of the north side was from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. It sent to Beth Haglah, proceeded north of Beth Azabah, and ascended to the stone of Banan, son of Reuben. Then the border descended to Dibur from the valley of Anchor, turning north of the Gilgal. This is the opposite extent of Adamim, which is south of the Raven. The border proceeded to the waters and ended Shemesh, and ended at Rogab. From there the border ascended Ben Hinnom Valley to the southern Jebusite slope, that is Jerusalem, and ascended at the top of the hill that faces Hinnom Valley at the west, the northern and Rephaim Valley. From the top of the hill the border curved to the spring of the waters of Nephtah, went to the cities of Mount Ephron, and then curved to Bala, that is Kiriath Jearim. The border turned westward from Bala to Mount Seir, went to the northern slope of Mount Jearim, that is Chesalon, descended to Beth Shamash, and proceeded to Tinnim. This is the border, reached the slope north of Ekron, curved to Shekhem, proceeded to Mount Baha, went to Jabneel, and ended at the Mediterranean Sea. Now the western border was coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. This was the boundary of the descendants of Judah around their clans. He gave Caleb, son of Judah, the following portion among the descendants of Judah, based on the Lord's instruction to Joshua. Kiddah the Robot, that is Heber, was the father of Akah. Caleb drove out from there the 3 sons of Anakat, Shiddah, Anahimam, Talamai, descendants of Anak. From there he marched against the inhabitants of Debir, which used to collect Kidarath Sepharth, and Caleb said, "Whoever attacks and captures Kidarath Sepharth, I will give my daughter access to him as a wife." So Othniel, son of Caleb's brother Kenzat, captured it, and Caleb gave his daughter Ashka to him as a wife. When she arrived, she persuaded Othniel to ask the father for a field. As she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, "What can I do for you?" She replied, "Give me a blessing, since you have given me the land of Negev. Give me springs also." So he gave her the upper and lower springs. This was the inheritance of the tribes of the descendants of Judah by their clans. These were the outermost cities of the tribe of the descendants of Judah toward the border of Edom and Negev: Kabazil, Edo, Jagur, Kina, Dimnah, Abada, Kedesh, Hazar, Enthanan, Zimp, Tilim, Bililath, Hazar, Hadath, Kidarath, Hezron, Amram, Shema, Molidah, Hazar Goda, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazar, Shemal, Beersheba, Biziatha, Bela, Zima, Ethelad, Jezul, Hamra, Ziklag, Madadan, Senasana, Lebeth, Siliam, Ain, and Rimmon, 29 cities in all with their settlements. In the Judean foothills, Eshtelah, Zorah, Ashanan, Zadiah, Emet, En-Geminim, Tapiapah, Enam, Jaramuth, Adalam, Skog, Azekah, Sharam, Adaram, Idiam, Gederathim, 14 cities and their settlements: Zenin, Hadakash, Mikah, Gad, Delium, Mispeth, Jokiel, Elishabosa, Eglon, Kabian, Laman, Sitlish, Gederath, Beth Dagon, Namam, and Makadadah, 16 cities with their settlements: Limnath, Ethra, Ashan, Abiab, Ashnan, Nezeb, Keilah, Ashzeb, and Morzah, 9 cities with their settlements. Ekron with the surrounding villages and settlements, from Ekron to the sea, and all the cities near Ashdod with their settlements. Ashdod and its surrounding villages and settlements. Gaza with its surrounding villages and settlements, to the brook of Egypt and the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. In the hill country, Shamir, Jatir, Skosh, Dana, Kidarath, Sania, Anab, Eshamath, Amim, Goshen, Holon, and Gilab, 11 cities with their settlements: Arab, Daman, Ishan, Jananam, Beth Tobiah, Afka, Himatath, Kivrath Abra, and Zor, 9 cities with their settlements: Maon, Camel, Zeph, Judah, Jezreel, Jokadim, Zoniah, Cain, Gilbeth, and Tibina, 10 cities with their settlements: Hahu, Beth Zor, Gediar, Myrath, Beth Anath, and Ekron, 6 cities with their settlements: Kiriath Baal and Rabbah, 2 cities with their settlements. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Midian, Sekakah, Nibshan, the city of Saul, and En-Gedi, 6 cities with their settlements. But the descendants of Judah could not drive out the Jebusites who lived in Jerusalem. So the Jebusites still live in Jerusalem among the descendants of Judah today. Whew. Okay, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow for day 63. May you have a blessed day.